This video is not about blaming individuals today. It is about uncovering the real history behind how nations were built and why remembering the truth matters for all of us. The West often complains today about people from other countries moving in, seeking better opportunities, building new lives. They say their countries are being taken over, that their culture is being destroyed, that immigrants are stealing their chances. But stop for a moment. Look back at history. When European powers expanded across the world, they didn't just move in quietly. They invaded. They looted. They destroyed ancient civilizations. They enslaved millions. They robbed nations of their gold, spices, land, knowledge, and dignity. And they didn't come looking for a better life. They came looking to control, dominate, and enrich themselves at the expense of others. The so-called great Western nations were not built by fairness or generosity. They were built by centuries of plunder, violence, and colonization, by draining the wealth of Africa, Asia, the Americas, and beyond. Even today, the museums, the banks, and the national treasures of these countries are filled with the stolen artifacts and resources of others. Yet they claim to be the world's most pure-hearted, most civilized, and most generous people. When the West colonized, enslaved, and looted, they called it civilization. Now, when people from the nations they once looted come seeking nothing more than a better chance, without violence, without conquest, simply looking for a dignified life, they call it an invasion. If stealing nations was not evil, then what is so wrong about people peacefully coming in search of opportunity, especially when they are simply trying to survive in a world that was reshaped and often shattered by those centuries of colonization? The truth is simple. Much of the wealth the West enjoys today is not theirs alone. It was built from the blood, labor, and suffering of millions they tried to erase. History doesn't forget. The stolen voices are still speaking. The stolen wealth still tells the real story. History deserves honesty. Subscribe for more truths they don't want you to hear. History is not a weapon, it's a mirror. The question is whether we are brave enough to look into it.